Okay guys, so we're back in the Simbani village. We've thrown some spears. Let's let's see if we can go into the Laibon's hut now. Still don't know what this guy is saying. Alright, he's still not letting us into the Laibon's hut. Maybe we can go say hello to the guard outside. Habari Buona. Alright, let's look at him. This man has his head shaved and wears a blanket wrapped over him. He looks like he smiles frequently. I'm not sure how you can tell that by just looking at someone, but let's greet him. You say hello to the elder. Habari Buona. Anything else we can say to him? Not really. Alright, let's ask him about the village. This be the place where our tribe makes a home during the dry season. Let's ask about the Simbani. The Simbani have been living on this savanna since the world began. We travel with our cattle with the seasons. Let's ask about the seasons. Now is Kusi, when the south wind blows, and we live at the edge of the jungle. Soon it will be Mvuli, the season of the little rain. We will be moving our village and our cattle to the west when that season comes. Next is Msimu, when the sun is in the south and the north wind blows. It will be very hot then, and we move to the mountains. Last will come Masika, the time of the big rain. Then we will be moving to the high savanna to the north. Thus we will be traveling from Waka, the turning of the seasons, and come back here. Let's ask about the cattle. Cattle be the center of the Simbani world. They be our wealth and our life. Let's ask about the savanna. The savanna is all around us, from the edge of the jungle to the edge of the mountains to the edge of the world. Here we, Simbani, make our home. Let's ask about the elder. I be called Mingoji, and one who waits and watches. I be watching over the village while the sun is in the sky. Alright, so there's not a whole lot we could say to this guy. I'm going to try one more time to go and visit the Laibon. I think it needs to be near nighttime to go visit him. And he's still not letting us. Okay. So, let's see. What's the... Habari Buona. Let's see what time of day it is. Alright, the sun is still high. Alright, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to venture out. Oops. We're going to venture out into the jungle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game. Because it can be dangerous here. And I'm going to call this Savannah. Now traveling in the savannah is kind of can be dangerous. We're going to make our way to this pool over here. And something stopped us. And when you get this dramatic music, that means that something is coming. Although it doesn't seem like anything's coming, so we'll leave. Alright, I'm not going to stand around waiting for things to happen. let's go to these this lake or pool over here. And as you approach this pool of bubbling water, you feel a sense of serenity and peace. Just look around. The cheetah lying on the rock looks at you calmly. The impala looks at you and the cheetah without fear. The pool bubbles as the fountain flows. Okay, so let's see if we can take some of this water. You drink from the cold, clear water. It has a slightly sweet taste and tingles in your mouth. So I'm pretty sure what you have to do is take your water skin and fill the water skin. And I think that's really all you have to do here. I'm going to try and talk to this cheetah. It doesn't say much. Alright, so we'll leave. There are other things you can do here. And night is falling. Jumbo Buona. So, quickly let's see if he has anything to say. And he doesn't. And we can now see that a fire is set. The campfire provides light in the village center. There's also used blah blah blah. We've seen that before. So let's try and talk to the Laibon now. And the guard's still not letting us in. So maybe we can talk to Ahura. How do you be liking our village? It is not large, for it holds a few families this time of year. Next season we move to a larger village, and more families will be joining us. I like it a lot. The village wall be keeping the dangerous animals away and the children from running too far. My sister says she be chasing Simba most every day, so the fence be a very good thing. Let's ask about her sister. My sister watches Simba during the day while I guard the cattle or the village. My sister Nyasha is very newly wedded and longs for a baby. Simba would be a very good lesson to her. Let's ask about Ahura. Missouri, Sultan's son. Today we be driving off the lions from the cattle. It be a good battle, no Simbani hurt, and the lions not be back soon. Let's ask about lions. The Simbani be the people of the lion, and mostly we be leaving the lions alone. We show them who be boss, and they not be bothering our cattle. Let's ask about the battle. Many warriors stand together with spears, jumping and yelling at the lions. Lions mostly not like loud noises and people calling them names. They slink off, ashamed of being made fools. One young male, too full of pride, tried to attack the warriors. He learned fast that shields be hard on the teeth, and spears can bite too. Soon he be running off. Okay. Well, let's ask about Simba. Now he be sleeping, after running most of the day. He be most dear to me. Leaving the village for him, a very good idea. Let's ask about leaving. I be a warrior. A wife cannot be a warrior. I'm not wanting some stuck-up man thinking I be his, so I leave the Simbani. I be traveling far. When I go to Shapir, I meet fine, strong man. He like me, I like him. He make fine, strong son, so I still come home. Now I still a warrior, but I have son too. Alright, let's ask about the spear area. The spear area be for warriors to practice throwing spears. A warrior needs to be strong and good at throwing to make spear go straight. Let's ask about the bridge. A warrior needs good balance and to think with whole body. When two people on the bridge, brain be too slow and body fall off. When body be doing the thinking, body be fast. The bridge be good training for the body. Let's ask about the seasons. The Simbani move with the seasons so that the cattle always be eating fresh grass. Simbani life be based upon cattle. The cattle be our wealth, our food, our clothes, and our drink. Alright, so there's nothing else we can really ask her. Can we tell her about anything? Let's tell her about our day. That'd be most interesting, young hero. And there's really nothing else we could say. And we can't really sleep in here, so we'll just look real quick. It's Simba, Ahora's child. You see Ahura. Alright, so I'm not gonna, waste too much time in here. Alright, so one more time I'm gonna try to go to the Laibon's hut. And I still can't go in there. So I'm gonna go to my hut. You find some food the Simbani have left for you. It looks odd and it tastes strange, but it fills your belly. And I'll lay down. And I will sleep. Till morning. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. Now, normally, what I would do is this is like kind of the time I would grind some of my skills by going to the bridge and throwing spears and things like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out into the desert, or savannah rather, and I'm going to show you guys some of the creatures that are out in the desert. And we're going to go to a screen we haven't seen before. And you get a point just for wandering to the next screen. I am going to save the game, just in case I get into some trouble. You never really know what's going to happen. So let's call this Deep Savannah. And the first place that we're going to try to go is this area over here that looks like a giant anthill. So let's go check that out. The map tries to make it obvious that there are certain landmarks that you can visit. So this area here, doesn't have much going on. Alright, so let's wander some more. Looks like we ran into something again. But I don't see anything. And the sun's going down again. Let's go to this tree. Alright, well, we didn't seem to get anything out of that. And it's dark now. So, we're gonna return to the village. Days are gonna pass very quickly. Oh, something was gonna attack us there. Oh, there it is. It is time to prove yourself. Battle begins. Okay, so just so you guys know, the battle system in this game is more point and click than the last. You'll see that there's a little icon that appears in the bottom right here. One is to strike. And honestly, I'm really not that fond of the graphics. Nothing beats the original Quest for Glory, or Hero's Quest, whatever you want to call it. But we should beat it with relative ease. And we do. And we should have gotten a point for it, since we're a fighter. Let's look at what we killed. You've heard that rattlesnake meat is very tasty, but you're not at all sure about flying cobras. Let's search it. You don't find anything of interest. Okay, fair enough. So we'll leave. We're gonna make our way back to the village. I think I just got the you're getting tired message. And I think sun is already rising on day 7. Oh, what's this? Fast as fast can be, you can't catch me. Oops. So let's, poor creature is beyond your help. Oh, what is this thing? Well, perhaps we need to give it some fruit. Well, you know what? Before I do anything, let me save the game. And I'll call it creature. Kind of stinks that they don't give it a description. Can we look at the trap? Seems like no matter what we look at, there isn't much we can do. Can we give it a fish? No. Fruit? That doesn't work. Can we give it meat? That doesn't work either. Well, I'm sure it doesn't want rations. Maybe water? Okay, so it doesn't want anything from us. And we tried springing this trap. Oh. We tried springing this trap on it. So we might have to just leave. And we're gonna go back to the Simbani village. Ujambo Buona. And we're gonna go back to the village. Seems like no time is a good time to visit the Laibon. I think it might be too late to get some sleep, but we're gonna try anyway. Nope, it's actually not, so we will sleep until morning. So if we look at the time now, it's still day 7 and the sun is just beginning to rise. Time passes real quickly on the savannah. And just for good measure, we will try one last time. And he lets us enter! Alright. So we go in and we're going to get to talk to the Laibon finally. But before we do anything, let's save the game, just in case we do something wrong. And let's call this Laibon's hut. Okay. And we will greet the Laibon. You say habari to the Laibon. Bonjour, young hero. Let's tell him about Shapir. You tell about your adventures in Shapir. You will be a great leader of your people someday, hero man. Let's tell about peace. You tell about how you come from afar to bring peace to the Simbani. Then you will fight at our side and the leopard men will fall before us. Then there will be peace again. Okay. Let's talk to him. Let's ask about the Simbani. The Simbani will be a proud people. We be warriors and herders of cattle. All of our savannah be our home. Let's ask about war. We will call all of the Simbani tribes to this place. Many, many Simbani will come and the savannah will be covered with our warriors. Then we will go into the jungle. The jungle will be filled with our warriors. Then we will find the leopard man village. The Simbani will defeat the leopard men. Their village will be covered in death. Then the war will be over. Sounds pretty serious. Let's ask about the leopard men. The leopard men be like night is today to the Simbani. They be darkness hidden and care fearfully in the jungle. We be brightness shining bravely in the savannah. Let's ask about the spear. The spear of death is the greatest weapon of the Simbani. It will kill whatever it hits. It be the pride of the Simbani. So you get a point for that. And I think you also get a point for asking about the drum. This drum is the leopard men's drum of magic. It is the source of all their power. You ask about how the Simbani got the leopard men's drum. One of our brave warriors, Mbuzi, was found dead outside the village gates one morning with the drum in his hands. He had been killed by magic. Let's ask about death. Mbuzi had been a dead man before he came to our gates. How he died, we do not know. Let's ask about Mbuzi. Mbuzi had been missing many days before we found his dead body with the drum. He was a great warrior and he would not die easily, but there was no sign of battle upon him. Let's ask about magic. We are warriors. Magic is for weaklings and women. We do not permit magic here. Okay. Let's ask about drum again. Ujuri, we have talked well, young hero. We will speak another time. Kwaheri. So, yeah, that's all you get. So I'm just going to let you guys know, there's not a whole lot of thieving you can do in this game, but the one thing that you can do as a thief is you can break into the Laibon's hut, and you can steal the drum. I'm not going to do that, because I don't want to lose any honor, and I want to stay the path of the paladin. And what I'm going to do off camera now, between this video and the next video, is I'm going to practice a little bit, you know, jumping around on the bridge here and practicing. Habari hero, you interested in trying this wrestling bridge with me? But what I am going to show you real quick is that you can practice the bridge with a hora. So if I speak to her, I can greet her. Bonjour, hero. I watched you practice some and figured you needed a challenge before you think you're too big of yourself. Oh, really? So I'll accept the challenge. The fighting system is a little wonky. In a contest, both people stand near the middle of the bridge. You wait for the jungle to start you out. When the judge says to go, try and make the first move. That way you make your opponent have to counter you first. Come over to me and I will show you. So you get a point just for wrestling her, but you also get a point for winning. To keep your balance when your opponent makes a move, the best thing to do, be to move the other way. If he jumps, you should drop down. If he moves less, you should move right. This the way the balance bridge stays balanced. I'll show you. After I jump, you should drop down and try to stay in balance. Missouri. Now when I dodge to my left, you move to your left. Now when I move right, you counter me. Now watch me and try to make the counter move. You'll be getting the idea. Now let's really try this. When I say go, we will both try to outbalance the other 3 times out of 5 times. Ready? Go. And I obviously made the wrong move. I not be the winner yet. You will be beating me soon. Let's go on. So you have to basically win 3 out of 5. So she won 1 out of 5. And again, we made the wrong move. And then again, she says she's not the winner yet. So we play against her. She drops down, so jump up. She jumps, sorry, so I drop down. It looks like she went to the left, so I'll go to the right. I think she went to the left, so I'll go. Maybe that time she went to the left. Oh, she dropped. Doing pretty good this time. And we fell again. And I think she won. Ashante, Hero Shapir. That was good. Good luck and good practice. That'd be 3 out of 5. That'd be enough for now. We try again some other time. Maybe then you beat me. Yeah, so it takes a while to win. So I'm gonna have to practice more. So we look at our character sheet now. We got some paladin points, some vitality and agility, honor and communication, and weapon use from that fight that we had. But our stamina has gone down significantly, and so has our health. So I'm going to pause the game here. But when we come back, I'm going to play off screen. Actually, I'm going to play Owari again and spear game again, and then wake up, and then I'm going to come back, and then hopefully I might show you what it looks like to win. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.